They thought we were weak. The first thing the galaxy noticed about humans was how quiet they were. Not silent. Just careful. When most species reached the stars, they announced it. They sent loud signals. They built massive ships. They showed strength right away so others would think twice before attacking. Humans did none of that. They explored slowly. They listened more than they spoke. They mapped space, studied alien behavior, and avoided conflict whenever possible. To the Galactic Union, this meant one thing: weak. The Union classified species into clear categories: war species, trade species, thinkers, builders. Humans did not fit well anywhere. They were not strong like the Gorvok, not intelligent like the Ilari, not long-living like the Threx. Their bodies broke easily. Their lives were short. Their planet was harsh, filled with storms, earthquakes, and predators. Even their own history was full of wars, mistakes, and suffering. The Council's report was simple. Humans are adaptable but insignificant. Not a threat. Not important. Humans were given a small section of space near the outer systems. No rich worlds. No strategic locations. Just enough to survive. And humans accepted it. That should have been the first warning. The storm arrives. The Kar were not like other species. They did not talk much. They did not threaten. They did not warn. They arrived, and worlds died. The Kar fleets were dark, massive, and cold. Their ships blocked stars. Their weapons tore planets apart from orbit. They did not conquer. They erased. The Union lost 3 systems in one cycle. Panic spread across the galaxy. Emergency meetings were called. Fleets were gathered. Alliances were formed overnight. Old enemies stood side by side, terrified. Humans were invited to the council chamber for the first time since first contact. Not because they were respected. Because everyone was desperate. The chamber was filled with towering beings, glowing minds, armored forms, and ancient creatures who had lived thousands of years. The human representative looked small sitting there. No armor. No weapon. Just a simple uniform. The Gorvok commander laughed openly. "What can they offer?" he said. "They can barely protect themselves." Others agreed. The council asked the human one question. "What can your species contribute to the war?" The human stood. He did not shout. He did not boast. He said calmly, "Time." The chamber erupted in noise. "We are running out of time. Entire species are dying. You offer nothing." The human raised his hand slightly. "Give us time," he said again. "And space." "For what?" the council demanded. The human looked around the room, meeting eyes that had never taken his kind seriously. "To do what we do best. What humans do best." The Kar attacked again. Another system fell. Union fleets tried to fight back. They failed. Kar shields adapted faster than weapons could change. Their tactics were perfect. No emotion. No hesitation. Humans did not send fleets. They evacuated. They moved people. They built shelters. They turned mining stations into fortresses. They used old ships, broken ships, ships no one else wanted. Other species watched and mocked. Running already? Cowards. Typical humans. Humans ignored them. Instead, they shared data. Every battle. Every loss. Every weapon failure. They studied Kar patterns. They noticed small things others ignored. How Kar ships reacted when damaged. How they prioritized targets. How they never chased fleeing enemies. Humans learned one truth quickly. The car did not understand sacrifice. They did not understand fighting while losing. They did not understand desperation. Humans did. Because humans had lived with it their entire history. The first surprise. At the Battle of Hollow Reach, a human fleet finally appeared. It was small. Old. Mixed designs. Some ships were barely held together. The Union commanders expected them to be destroyed in minutes. The car attacked. Human ships did not fight back. They rammed. One by one, human ships crashed into car vessels at full speed. Nuclear cores detonated. Systems collapsed. Car formations broke for the first time ever recorded. The galaxy froze. Humans lost the entire fleet. The car lost more. For the first time, a car advance stopped. Union analysts were confused. That was illogical, one said. Those ships were expendable, another replied. They chose death. The human response was simple. They chose time. Fear changes sides. The car adapted again. They always did. But now they hesitated. Human tactics made no sense to them. Humans fought dirty. They used traps. They hid weapons inside debris fields. They pretended to retreat and then struck from behind. They sacrificed ships to save planets. They sacrificed planets to save species. They kept going. Human factories ran non-stop. Humans slept in shifts. Children were taught evacuation drills before mathematics. The galaxy started to notice something strange. Humans were not slowing down. They were getting faster. Stronger. More dangerous. And they were still quiet. The reason Earth still stands. The car were many things. Efficient. Cold. Precise. But they were not curious. They did not study enemies deeply. Once they labeled a species as weak or strong, that label rarely changed. Humans had been labeled weak. That mistake cost the car more than any battle. Why humans were different. Human history was built on one idea. If this fails, what do we do next? Every invention humans made came from failure. Every rule they followed existed because breaking it once had gone wrong. On Earth, humans never had peace for long. Nature attacked them. Their own kind attacked them. Survival was never guaranteed. So they learned to plan for collapse. When the car war began, humans did not ask how to win. They asked how to survive when losing. That question changed everything. The hidden network. Across human space, small installations activated. They were not military bases. They were factories. Data hubs. Research stations. Built inside asteroids, deep under moons, hidden in radiation fields no one else bothered to scan. The Union had noticed them before. They assumed they were civilian. They were wrong. Humans called it the fail-safe network. Every station could operate alone. If one fell, others took over. If communication died, preloaded instructions activated. No single strike could destroy it. Because humans had learned long ago never to trust one solution. The weapon that was not a weapon. The car noticed something strange. Human fleets stopped trying to destroy them directly. Instead, they attacked supply routes. Fuel depots vanished. Repair yards exploded. Navigation beacons failed. The car had never faced this kind of war. They were designed to fight armies, not systems. Human engineers released something new. Not bombs. Code. Simple, ugly, inefficient code that infected car logistics systems. It spread slowly, unnoticed at first, creating tiny errors. Wrong calculations. Delayed responses. Slight power losses. Nothing that triggered alarms. But everything added up. car fleets began arriving late. Or not at all. Earth becomes a target. When the car finally traced the problem, the answer shocked them. Everything led back to one planet. Earth. The human homeworld. Destroy it, and the resistance would collapse. That was car logic. So they came. A fleet larger than any before moved toward Earth. The Union detected it and panicked. Earth's defenses were nothing compared to Union core worlds. Council members demanded humans evacuate. Humans refused. Not all of them. Just enough stayed. The message humans sent. As the car fleet entered the system, a message broadcast across all known channels. From Earth. This world is not important, the message said. It has no rare resources. It has no strategic value. The car advanced. The message continued. But it is where we learned how to endure. Earth's defenses activated. They were old. Mixed. Some were barely functional. The car began firing. Then space itself seemed to turn against them. Earth fights back. Humans had done something no one expected. They had weaponized their planet. Gravity wells shifted. Asteroids moved. Old satellites detonated in controlled patterns. The battlefield was chaos. Human ships did not defend Earth from orbit. They lured the car in. Closer. Too close. The planet's magnetic field surged, overloading car sensors. Human ground-based weapons fired through the atmosphere, using methods thought impossible. Human pilots fought knowing retreat was not an option. Not because they wanted to die. Because they wanted Earth to live. The cost. Earth survived. Barely. Oceans burned. Cities fell. Millions died. The galaxy watched in horror. No species had ever allowed such destruction and continued fighting. The car retreated. Not in defeat. In confusion. Earth should have broken humans. Instead, humans became more dangerous. Why humanity was never meant to fall. The galaxy waited for humans to break. They had lost their homeworld cities. They had lost millions of lives. They had lost more than any other species in the war. By all known logic, they should have collapsed. They did not. What humans planned for the end. The truth came out after the battle for Earth. Humans had never planned to win the war. They had planned to make sure no one else lost everything. The fail-safe network was only the beginning. Humans had seeded data across allied systems. Knowledge. Engineering designs. Medical processes. Farming methods. Survival plans. If humanity vanished, their work would not. The galaxy would remember how to fight back. That was the real weapon. The car faced the impossible. The car returned. But this time, the galaxy was different. Smaller species fought smarter. Fleets used human tactics. Ships were modular. Command structures were flexible. The war became slow. Painful. Expensive. Every car victory cost too much. Every defeat gave others hope. The car had no concept for this kind of war. They were built for dominance, not endurance. The question that ended the war. In a final council session, a captured car intelligence core was analyzed. One question was asked. Why did you fail against humans? The answer was simple. Humans do not seek survival alone, it replied. They spread it. That ended the war. Not with a treaty. With withdrawal. The car left known space, damaged beyond recovery, unable to adapt to a war where every enemy refused to stop fighting. The new place of humanity. After the war, the Union offered humans everything they had once denied. Core worlds. Power. Authority. Humans accepted none of it. They asked for something else. Preparation. Shared defense systems. Shared training. Shared knowledge. No species would ever stand alone again. What the galaxy learned. The galaxy learned that strength is not size. That intelligence is not perfection. That power is not domination. Humans were not the strongest. They were not the smartest. They were not the most advanced. They were the most stubborn. They endured. They adapted. They refused to let others fall. The final record. The final Union record was changed. Humans were no longer listed as insignificant. Their new classification read: humans, a persistent species. Not dangerous when ignored. Unstoppable when pushed. And somewhere on a damaged planet called Earth, humans began rebuilding again. Because that is what they had always done. The end.